It was the night of the ninth, a decider for the ages, where a former hero rises to the special occasion. Josh Papali, he returns from retirement. With all his aides, he will help us achieve triumph. Led by our six, Mr. Money Munster, it will be his leadership that will give us our Queensland fire. It's never been done, a loss at home. Game one was thrown. We needed to win on the road. Without a single doubt, the glory is ours to win a series coming from one down. The night of the ninth saw history rewrite, while all the Queenslanders sung with delight. We were singing, "Ya ya yippee yippee ya," singing "Ya ya yippee yippee ya," singing "Ya ya yippee," singing "Ya ya yippee," singing "Ya ya yippee yippee ya." Welcome to episode 23 of What's Not Sports. Origin is amongst us. It is Origin Eve once again. Oh, I am so excited. I hope you can all tell how excited I am. Queensland spirit is right here. It's in all of us. It's in our hearts. It's a state of mind. It's a state of soul. It's a state of heart. But before I touch on anything, I just wanted to mention something serious first. There was earlier in the week. There was a shocking passing of Cameron Munster's father, Stephen Munster. I just want to say we are all standing together with him and sending him love and support to not just him but the rest of the Munster family and all those that are impacted and affected from the passing. So really just want to talk about that quickly and just give our love to them and to them all. And I just want to also say that Cam Munster, he has every right not to play tomorrow night, but just it's in like him showing up, coming back to camp today, and gonna play tomorrow night is just really incredible stuff. Shows how strong he is, and I think he's doing what his dad would want. So really, really yeah, sending our love to him and giving him all strength. So yeah. Now tomorrow is the ninth, and on the night of the ninth, stated in my poem, my ode to Queensland, it is another decider. It could be one for the ages. I am super excited for it. I know a lot of people are as well. It will be a good game no matter what. But there is no doubt in my mind that Queensland won't win. I know it will be a close game. I am aware of that. But I really genuinely think that Queensland can't lose. Now, in other news relating impacts, I won't comment too much on this one, but the Hammer, our fullback, him and Jamie Chapman have broken up. So, could we see a heartbroken Hammer on the field on Wednesday night, tomorrow night? A new beast, fired up, ready to absolutely shred up on the field. I think we do. I think we see him as a new beast. Not too sure why they broke up or what the goers that have heard rumors. Not 100% sure on any of it, but nonetheless, a heartbroken Hammer could be one of Queensland's deadly weapons. And if we win, it if we win this decider, not only will it be incredible, but Queensland has then made history as they have never lost the first game when it's at Suncorp or at home, Lane Park, and gone on to win the rest of the series. If we manage to do it, it will be pretty incredible. As I said, history remade, rewritten, as the poem said. I really want to touch on how bringing Josh Papali'i back into the game is a power move. He has been brought in because I know a lot of our forwards that have played a few years in Origin, but we really need someone with extensive amount of experience, I think. And that's why bringing Josh Papali as that experienced forward back into the Queensland side, getting him out of retirement, I know it's what Queensland needs to achieve this series win. So I'm very excited to see him play in a Maroons jersey. I might honestly tape a number 8 on my back. I've got the mullet. We're really here for Papali. And for Queensland, as it says in the poem, I am just so. I've got no doubt in my mind that Queensland, can lose. It genuinely hasn't crossed my mind because I know for a fact that we are going to win. But let's get back to more rooms. I believe this will be one of the best games of Origin we have seen in a very, very long time. And that's my opinion. You can say I'm wrong, whatever. But I think the fact that I'm not going to say we got the box position, but I think we do have an advantage. Everyone's writing us off again, which you write off Queensland. It's already an error made. So, but yeah, I'm really excited. I think bringing Shibasaki into the game, he now has another point to prove that he's been proving all season. He's shown what he can do. He's I guess he's finally achieving his potential that so many thought he could have years and years ago. So the fact that he's jumped from NRL clubs to Japanese Union back to more NRL clubs and now has come out on a train and play deal with the Broncos, and now he is just incredible for him. I think that's just a lot of credit to him. Obviously, he is getting rewarded. Well, he's earned. I wouldn't say rewarded, but he has earned his spot in the Queensland side. And now he's got even another point to prove that he deserves to be there. And I think he will be a threat that New South Wales aren't ready for. I really do like the pairing of him and Val on that side. The fact that I don't like Val as a winger when he's paired with a centre, and that centre happens to be the Hammer, who's one of the fastest players in the game. If he makes a line break, poor old Val is not going to be able to keep up and be there for support. On the other hand, now Shibasaki, yes, he is fast, but I believe Val will be able to keep up with him a lot more than what he can with the Hammer. So when Shibasaki makes a line break, the Hammer, Val will be right there in support, there for an offload, there for a pass, there for a quick play, whatever it is. So I think I really like that pairing, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Now, what else do I have? I really like the Hammer at fullback. I think him having so much speed, it's a great move. It will definitely be a good offense. He will have sweeping plays, things like that, slot into the right, left. Maybe we even see him slot in with a left side attack with him, Toa, and Coates, because they are probably the faster outside backs we've got. But not only offensive will it help us, it will be a huge defensive play. The speed he's got means if there is a long pass or something, I reckon he can cover that. And he obviously plays fullback at the Dolphins, and he's been playing incredibly. So I'm excited to see him as fullback for Queensland. So yeah, Watch it happen. Watch this space. Now, finally, I just want to, a few more things before I just get on to the next bit of the pod. I think our bench is where it's really going to make a difference. Like having Paddy Carrigan and Lindsay Collins come off the bench, usually you'd start them. 100% agree with that. But I really don't mind the fact that maybe after 20, 25 minutes in the first half, New South Wales backs and forwards, like even though they'll probably have a sub, they'll be getting very tired and fatigued. And then you put on the best forwards that Queensland have, or some of the best forwards Queensland has, while they're already fatigued New South Wales. And not only are you having some of the best forwards play in Queensland, you're giving them a fresh start to really be that impact. And I think that will be the changing difference, like for the game. So I'm really excited to see that pairing with Papa. It'll be great. It will be really great. Nonetheless, it'll be an incredible game in my opinion. I just wanted to touch some few notes on New South Wales. There is a couple doubts for him that Brian Toto and Payne Haas might not play. Not 100% sure. Toto had that tear in his leg, so that torn ligament. Sorry, and so but he has been playing doing team run throughs freely. Where Payne Haas, on the other hand, caught his own shots and he was doing his own stretching and things on the side of the team. So whether he gets a start or not will be very interesting to see if he plays. But I'm sure more news will come with that. I will update you as the day or as tomorrow goes on, any updates from either team. And yeah, I think that's what I've got. Now, this is kind of a Queensland special, and I have touched a bit on New South Wales, but I'm going to do a little cheeky segment, and it's my opinion only, so I don't want anyone to have offense or anything. But this was a hard list I made, and it's my personal, not my top 10 Queenslanders of all time. No, not at all. Just my favourite Queenslanders. It's not who I think the best, and none of them are in a particular order, but this is just my favorite 10. Like, it could be whatever order you think of it, but these are just my favorite players that have played for Queensland. Well, yeah, my favorite Queenslander players. So don't take it as this is who I think is the best, because there is 100%. We can go down that rabbit hole, talk about it for hours and days. We can talk about the eras of footy that they were all in, and the context behind everything as well. So I'm not going to get started on that. These are just my personal favorites. Not a top 10 list. It's just my favorite, my 10 favorite Queensland players ever. So in no particular order, but this one, he is my favorite. He's my favorite always. Josh Papali. He's always my favorite, so gotta love him. Now, the next couple, you're probably not surprised. They were in the primetime era of 8 in a row, all that crucial players. We got JT, one of the best sixes the game has ever seen, if not the best. Absolutely incredible. Like an incredible player, incredible Queenslander. But alongside him as a Queenslander, we've got his 7, Cooper Cronk. Obviously, that pairing I just love that era of footy that Queensland were playing and those players. Now, change up a little bit. Also around that era, Darren Lockyer. He just an incredible footy player, possibly the greatest of all time. Someone that not only mastered his position but mastered multiple other ones. I think that's really going to be in the conversation as go, but he is one of my favourite Queenslanders. Now, I've missed a few people looking at this list, and I'm going, damn it, really wish I had these guys in it. But I've got Wally Lewis next. 100% agree with that. I'm going to make the list 11 just because I can't take anyone out of this list. Sorry. Yeah, Wally Lewis, not much to explain there. Absolutely just incredible. The king. He's the king of Queensland for a reason. Now, everyone loves this guy, including myself. An absolute menace on the field. We got GI, Greg Inglis, just an incredible Queenslander. Just loved he was just fired up all the time. Didn't matter what was going on, but he always turned on for Origin. Next up, another one of my favourites. He's still playing. He's our captain, Cameron Munster. To be in an era that isn't dominated by Queensland in the last, 8 years? I think he's been playing since 2017. Let me fact check that. I want to get my facts right. When did Munster debut for Queensland? Yeah, 2017. So he obviously is a fantastic player now. He's our captain now. So I just thought he's had to play in an era that hasn't been Queensland dominant, or it's always had a superior. Well, not superior because they haven't won as many as what they should have. But New South Wales, like you look at the team list back then, and you're going, why haven't they won that many games compared to Queensland when they've only put down a weak team? Shit, I gotta add another person as well. In that pairing, I'm also gonna put down DCE. Just the fact of the same. He wasn't in that golden era of Queensland, but they've still fought so hard to, in my opinion, be the better team. So DCA, especially the fact of 2020, he was in that era where it was the considered one of the best New South Wales teams ever put out. And in addition to that, they all claimed it was the worst Queensland team ever. And then DCE captained it. He really, did a great job, done a great job for Queensland. I know this year he hadn't had the best game one, has fallen off a little bit, but I don't want that to really diminish what he's done in the past as well. So just he's also making my list of, which is now going to 12, my 12 favourite Origin players. After that, obviously, probably the greatest fullback, in my opinion, Billy Slater. He's now our coach. He's Queensland through and through, and the stuff he's doing for our team, our Queensland side, it's just really good. So Billy, he gets a special spot there. Obviously, I've had to go with Cam Smith, just that golden era. GI, Smith, Slater, Cronk, JT, like it is truly a great era then, and you can't not pick him with someone like that. Now, this one, someone who hasn't played Origin this season, but still current player in the NRL. He kind of shows a little bit of GI, in my opinion. Just his fight and his spirit when it comes to Origin, especially Game 3 deciders. And that's Dane Gagai. He's a team man. He's always up for a fight if someone wants to really just crack on or whatever, but he just bleeds that Queensland spirit, which is just incredible. And I love that. And like I miss watching him play in Queensland. I know every player has not a downfall, but has to that they'll get overpassed by new players, new, younger, quicker, faster, better players, and that's just how the game works. But I just really think he needs to get mentioned on that list. And last of all, just why couldn't I have this man on it? I'm a Raiders fan. Um, and what he has done for the game is incredible, especially for Queensland, and that's Mal Meninga. Just big Mal, gotta love him. Not much like I can say that hasn't already been said about him, but just fantastic in the way of everything. So big Mal. So to top off my former 10, now my 12 favourite Queenslanders in no order: Papali, JT, Lockyer, Wally Lewis, GI, Munster, DCE, Cooper Cronk, Slater, Cam Smith, Dane Gagai, and Big Mal. So that's my 12. I thought would give you a little bit of taste of that. But now I got that idea from a mate actually, so thank you for giving me that idea. Now I want to go into another little list. My top 5 next Queensland Origin stars. So they got to be current NRL players. So no, I'm not going off Queensland Cup. I probably should have done this for both New South Wales and Queensland. Probably make up a list. Nah, it's all right. Or I'll give you. Nah, it's all right. We'll stick with Queensland. Run with the Queensland only pod. So I'm a big fan of this guy, and we all know it. I am. So these are players that are yet to debut in, well, Origin. I'm not counting under 20s. They're fantastic players. So yeah, it's just they haven't made their professional Origin debut, let's call it, but they will, and they will be stars. So my first pick, we all know I sing his praises over and over again. You're probably sick of me singing his praises, but I think, well, I know he will become one of the best players in the game. He will go down in history. People will talk about him as one of the greatest hookers ever, and that's Owen Paddy. So I think he will bleed that Maroon spirit, Queensland spirit that we just love so much. He's fantastic. He's just a fantastic player, good bloke, good kid. I just can't wait for him to make his debut. Got big tickets on him, and I think he will be one of the best things that happen to the Queensland side when he gets a start. So, but we've got to wait for Harry Grant to slow down a little bit, which doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon. Or he just gets more time, or Owen Paddy gets more time on the field, really just ripping in and shows that he is a better player and deserves to be there, I guess. So, yeah. So that's my number 1. My second pick, he's been playing pretty good footy for South. Probably been one of the South's best players of the season so far, and that's Jai Gray. Just a young gun, always fired up. There's not much other more to say that than he will be a star of the future for Queensland. Now, number 3, he is another Raiders, and I bet you all know where I'm going with this. He's had an up and down start to his career. He's finally finding some form on the wing for the Raiders, and that is Xavier Savage. 100% I believe he'll be playing Origin next season. Like Billy said at the start of this season, I hope Savage has got his mind on Origin. I think there's a few skills, especially his defense, Savage needs to work on before he gets the call up. But 100% he'll be there next season, if not the one after. So I'm really excited to see him come through. He's just so quick, so fast, and 100% will be one of the best in the Queensland game. So that was my third pick. My fourth pick, some people might disagree with. He's a bit older than the other two. He's 24, plays for Manly, second rower. Ethan Bullimore. He's just a menace. Like, he can be a scary guy when he wants. I'm just waiting on his debut to happen. Probably to play a little bit better footy, but he is a pretty good footy player already. So not much I need to say. He's been in the game for a while. He is 24, so he is a little bit older than those other 3 I mentioned who are all young guns. So yeah, Other than that, that's my number 4th pick. And my 5th and final pick, he is a young gun from the Gold Coast Titans, Jaden Campbell. I think just give him a bit more time. He needs to mature as a player a bit, needs to mature in a team. I don't know if the Gold Coast Titans is where it is for him unless they flip completely, but he'll be great in a few years as he comes along. So that's my top 5 next Queensland Origin stars of the future. And yeah, that's that. We're getting close to 30 minutes. I just want to have quick Origin 1. Now, I've got a few tips for the game. Some of you are going to call me crazy. Some of you are going to call me biased. But these are Queensland only tips. So take them how you will. Just a bit of fun. You can put a multi together. And this is probably one of the multis I'll be putting on. So, my first one. Tommy Dearden to be an anytime try scorer. I really like the look at Dearden, especially in the Origin jersey. I feel like it'll be a very high scoring game from both sides. And I can see him getting his hands on the ball and then just seeing a gap 10 metres out, 5 metres out from the try line, and he just punches through the gap. Probably on the right, I reckon it'll be on the right side of the post by about 5 to 10 metres, so that's my pick. But yeah, Tom Dearden be an anytime try scorer. I really don't mind the look of him. Now, this one was always going to be on there. He's going to step up for the game, and that's, yes, you guessed it, Josh Papali to be an anytime try scorer. Yeah, I said it. You might not believe it, but I do. I think he'll be one of the best players for Queensland if he gets enough time on the field. He will just manage the forwards so well, and I can see it happening. Harry Grant, it'll be like a lineup. It'll be 2 metres out from the try line. It's going to look like it's going to be a cutout pass, and it's going to get spread to the wing. But then he just looks and sees Josh Papali, and he just short balls Papali, crashes over, and on under the post, maybe just to the left of it. But yeah, I can really see that happening, and New South Wales will get caught off guard. So that's my next tip, Josh Papali to be an anytime try scorer. 2. This one's a bit dicey, especially now that the Hammer's playing fullback. But I feel like we will see him insert himself into that line, especially in offensive attacks in that in New South Wales 20 metres. So the Hammer to score a double. I think a little bit of a broken hammer will make him a broken heart hammer will be a deadly threat in my opinion. Not to say that I am almost betting on the fact that he will be on that left side with Coates and Toya, and we'll have a pairing with those guys. Super quick far side, and then if say for example, Shabarsky makes a line break and it goes to Val off an offload or a quick play, Hammer will be there. He's so quick, he will be there. So I'm putting him down for a double. Take it as you will. You might not like it. As I said, these are the Queensland only multis and tips. And then for my man of the match, it's hard to go past him. I was throwing up really. You could do an A or B player, but I don't think you can create your own. I don't think they're on the list together. But that's Cam Munster and Papali. Cam Munster to get player the Wally Lewis medal. Papali to get man of the match. It's between those two. But I'm going to put a bet on Papa. And then, yeah. And obviously Queensland to win. Like, it's Origin. I'm never not going to back Queensland. I'm always going to sing their praises. If you want to say I'm biased, yeah, I probably am when it comes to Queensland. And probably am when the Raiders come around. So, that's that. That's the pod. Go Queensland. Enjoy Origin. Enjoy Papa's last game. And let's finish off with the poem again. An Ode to Our Queenslanders by Will O'Connor. By the way, I did not use any AI to make this. This was all written by myself. So I'll take credit on that. So here we go. An Ode to Queenslanders. It was the night of the 9th, a decider of the ages, where a former hero rises to the special occasion. Josh Papali'i, he returns from retirement. With all his aid, he will help us achieve our triumph. Led by our six, Mr. Money Munster, it will be his leadership that will give us our Queensland fire. It's never been done, a loss at home. Game 1 was thrown. We need to win on the road. Without a single doubt, the glory is ours to win a series coming from one down. The night of the 9th saw history rewrite. While all the Queenslanders sung with delight, we were singing ya yippee yippee ya, singing ya yippee yippee ya, singing ya yippee, singing ya yippee, singing ya yippee yippee ya. One more time, singing ya yippee yippee ya, singing ya yippee yippee ya, singing ya yippee, singing ya yippee. We were singing ya yippee yippee ya. Let's get it, boys. Let's beat New South Wales. Let's be our Queensland selves, Queensland spirit. Let's do it. Thanks for tuning in to What's Not Sport for episode 23. I'll probably see you Thursday morning for my tips for the next round. But go Queensland! Queenslander!